Yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
Is that all you've got?
Oh.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to
Levioso.
blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
1878.
You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Incredible.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprise
Yeah,
component
don't
is a
underestimate
weakness. Care to
Levioso.
defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady your wand with your mouse and guide it along the symbol's path. Okay, I think we've done this. Yep. Oh, go faster. Alright, we learned Levioso.
Levioso!
Easy peasy.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
I like a challenge.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Perform a basic casting.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Yes.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weakness. Good. Now, well done.
Huh, I'm a pro.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
I'm
Start
going
with
to
you two.
duel.
Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now,
All
I
right.
want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Okay.
This should be easy. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy my duel.
Levioso!
All my students are this adept. Try
So the Levioso definitely
move.
has to recharge.
Not bad for a beginner.
Oh, that was it?
You
that was
give it what
fast.
you get.
Go to Charms class. E. That's so handy.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. Honestly, we sometimes have to remind him.
Begin.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here. Thank you.
That's so nice. She just
Hello,
invited me
I
to
am
sit
next.
next to her.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we're in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio. Awesome.
Accio.
That's so handy.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that.
Awesome.
Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Yo, what's that? He just
So
built
why
that.
don't we have our newest student start us off?
Me? Oh no. What do I do?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? That's it!
Oh, okay.
Excellent control
Uh-oh.
there. Not to worry. Splendid!
Nice! Oh. At least I got one.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some
Points
friendly
for
competition.
effort.
Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on.
That was already challenging.
There we go.
Accio.
Yo. That was pretty good.
Let us see this. Phew.
Oh man, I did it too early.
Brilliant.
At least it didn't fall off. Pull it from this way. There's too many balls over there. Yeah, there's no way I can beat her now.
Accio.
I can't beat her at all, especially when the ball falls off. She's good. Okay. Is that it?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
More? Charms class is pretty fun. Oh,
I think we are well
no.
past interesting at this point.
How do I do this?
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. There we go.
Here.
Okay. I
Excellent
totally
control
thought that
there.
was gonna fall off.
Let us see this.
And you know, she's just gonna do so good. Or maybe not. I'll wait till this box goes. No. Oh no, I jinxed myself.
Here we go.
Oh, her bell fell off too.
That is how it's done.
Okay, if I could just make it to
Accio.
the blue. Yes!
Well done.
Yo. That's awesome. I won something.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Thanks.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new
What?
school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it
Oh my
never
gosh, I
seemed
can
intimidating
imagine.
or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
What does Ouagadougou look like?
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
That's really
yes.
cool. I would like
I
to
find
learn that.
wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
That's a good way to put it.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor. though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
Whoever's making that noise, are they okay? This is the noise. Must be Peeves. Yeah, that's gotta be Peeves. Transfiguration courtyard. Woo! Perfect. Here. Begin.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Why is she so curious about this?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside.
I hope it's not
momentarily
boring
to
work.
assign you the first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander
time to go
will
shopping,
connect you
I
with
see.
the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I like Natty.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
I would love some butterbeer.